If you rent water purifiers to end customers, you've probably often heard something like, but in the end, all water dispensers are the same, right? And if the end customer thinks this way, there's only one path ahead of you, competing on price. But in this video, I'll show you how to completely change this perception and turn your water dispensers into something unique and desirable for your customers simply by leveraging something that few people take advantage of, how it's built. Now, what's the key idea behind all of this? The key idea is to set yourself apart from the market by using how the water dispenser is made. Because everyone talks about the end benefits, better tasting water, savings on bottles, being eco-friendly, and that's all great. But the truth is that by now, all products promise the same thing, and almost all water dispensers do the same thing. What really changes, however, is the customer's perception, which ultimately comes down to how the water dispenser you offer is made and constructed. So if your system has a patent, a special configuration, or a unique design, that's your real competitive advantage. And even if the customer doesn't understand all the details, it's enough for them to grasp just enough to be convinced that this water dispenser is different. So the magic isn't in the what, but in the how. Let me give you a few famous examples. There was a toothpaste once. The brand was Crest, which didn't just say it fights cavities, but also said it contains fluorestan. Or for example, Sony. Sony didn't just sell televisions, it sold the Trinitron, which was its patented technology. Or another example, in cars, the Cadillac brand promoted the North Star system, which was also their patented technology. So nobody really knew exactly what it was in detail, but it sounded advanced, it gave the impression and made it clear that this was a different product in that category. So what am I trying to tell you with this? That the difference in your water dispensers doesn't need to be explained with the strangest or most technical details, because after all, Mrs. Maria wouldn't understand. But you do need to make her perceive it in some way. So how can you apply everything you've just seen to your water dispensers? Well, first of all, ask yourself if your water dispensers have any special technology inside. Give this technology a name, if it doesn't already have one, and communicate this technology persistently. So on your social media, on your website. Ideally, there shouldn't be any communication that doesn't mention this technology. Or do your water dispensers have a unique feature in their production, meaning how they're made, or maybe even where they're made? Then take that and dramatize it. Show that your systems, your water dispensers, are assembled in Italy, built in Italy, tested one by one, and handcrafted in certain aspects, okay? Maybe they're made with medical grade materials or special materials, so talk about these things. Show them, let the customer experience them firsthand. Or for example, does your design have a function or a unique feature? Then make that the focus of your communication. So maybe it's the only built-in system with a touch display, or maybe it's the most compact water dispenser ever made. Or maybe it has a patent that can save your end user 30% on electricity, and so on. Now you see, if you explain that your product is made in a better way, then you can also justify a higher price. Because customers don't just buy the basic function, the simple function. They buy the care, the technology, they buy the uniqueness. Exactly like Dove did years ago with the label, contains moisturizing cream. It's true, at the time it was just soap, but it was perceived as skincare, which is completely different. And that's why in fact it sold and still sells more than the others. Unfortunately, many who rent water dispensers to end customers have dispensers that are actually excellent, but they fail to highlight their value because they hide technical details, thinking that maybe Mrs. Maria or the end customer won't understand or notice them anyway. But the truth is, they don't need to understand, they need to perceive it, and it's up to you to make them perceive it. They need to feel that your system is better made, and of course, they need to trust you. So take the most advanced technical feature your water dispensers have, maybe give it a name if it doesn't already have one, and build your message around it. It could be a pattern or even just a matter of design. Maybe it's designed better, but it needs to be a sort of flag that the end customer automatically associates with you. So don't let your water purifier be perceived as just one of many, simply because it does the same things. Because the way it's designed, built, assembled, and tested is a real point of difference. And that difference, if communicated well, can justify a higher price, attract better clients to you, and of course increase your profit margins. There are two types of people who rent water dispensers to end customers, those who win and those who lose. Certainly, one thing winners do is follow this channel so they don't miss videos like this, which they can then apply to their own strategies. So, if you're on the winning side, click below, subscribe to the channel, and also hit the bell button so you get a notification every time a new video comes out.